parties. Those are assault parties, and I was one of the kids that was one of the party favors. And a party favors means that you're set on top of a table and you're used as a toy for anybody who comes across the table or who wants to party at a certain time of night when the music stops and then the DJ starts flashing all these lights.
One time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids.
Staff here at the port became aware of screaming and banging coming from a container from that particular ship.
Pounding and beating on the walls of that trailer.
Bro, she is not stopping.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.
Now, believe it or not, it wasn't in my plan to make another video about Allie Carter. Not that I don't want to, but because I thought I had gotten the point across. There's this woman out there who has made substantial claims that she was a slave and have been trafficked to attend these celebrity parties, not just Diddy parties, but celebrity parties altogether. She's explicitly named celebrities like Young Jock, Diddy, Denzel, Birdman. She's named these people. She said people's names like the Obamas. She said people's names like Joe Biden and Akon. She's named these people. Now, many could argue, hey, has she shown substantial evidence to corroborate what she's saying? And many, you can hop in the comment section and argue how you feel about her evidence and how you feel about the things that she's saying. But what you can argue is that she's been consistent and she's been saying these things for years. And before you hop in the comment section and tell me, man, she's been saying this for years, now y'all want to talk about it. I didn't know. I didn't know she was saying these things. But something else I didn't know was that apparently she has proof that she's been tied to the industry in ways that a lot of people wasn't aware of, including one of Jay-Z's music videos. But before we get to that, let's recap some of the things that she said about these celebrities.
That I met him and he was going to be my boyfriend and I'd have this relationship. And I was with him for a little bit. His name was Keith. He had, he was everything somebody like me needed in a time where nobody gave a damn and everything that I owned was in a trash bag and moved from place to place to place. And he made me fake IDs. We met at the Stringers Bar in San Bernardino, California. From there, I thought it was okay. And we spent maybe only a couple weeks together. Before one day I got nosy and I went into his wallet because something wasn't sitting right. And I knew he made fake IDs and I just wanted to check what else was really going on. And I found too many IDs of different last names from Keith Karvosky, Keith Turner, Keith Harrison. And he found me looking through his stuff and he beat the hell out of me. He cracked my ribs. He put me in the hospital. And he told me that you're mine now. You're my property. You don't tell anybody else. And I did it. I did what he said. And it went from little jobs in a car to elite jobs and elite parties. Orgies that were with celebrities, the Getty Los Angeles Museum, traveling to the Buckingham Palace, military bases,
parties. Those are assault parties, and I was one of the kids that was one of the party favors. And a party favors means that you're set on top of a table and you're used as a toy for anybody who comes across the table or who wants to party at a certain time of night when the music stops and then the DJ starts flashing all these lights.
One time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids.
Staff here at the port became aware of screaming and banging coming from a container from that particular
They were
ship.
pounding and beating on the walls of that trailer, trying to get out.
There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying.
Think for a moment of what it must have been like for those 39 people, obviously in a desperate and dangerous situation, for their lives to end, suffocated to death in a container.
There were babies. There were babies that were 6 years old, and I'll never forget them just crying, and everybody was just staring at them. Everybody was just staring at each other. Nobody knew whether or not to move.
I found the trailers with a body outside and several that they could visibly see inside once the doors were opened.
35 patients were found in the container when we first arrived.
You don't end up with 35 people in a container for no reason.
So we sent the truck out to pick up the container.
I was freaked out. And I got up and I held her. And they opened the truck and they took her from me. Because they said she was already sick. And they... Her name was Bailey.
Started pulling it up. It was so heavy, it just it broke the winch. I saw it myself. I couldn't believe it. And just little bitty babies, just.
There are kids in there from Africa, from Mexico.
Gruesome discovery. Police say they found 39 bodies inside the container truck.
The court's paperwork is giving us a better idea of what exactly happened in those shipping containers.
We hope that those responsible for putting these people in such humane conditions are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
I can't speak for you, but that's spooky. That's spooky. Everything she's talking about, sure, you could argue that the places that she's going to talk about these things are not necessarily credible, but what makes something credible? We've talked about this, right? We've talked about this. But I'll tell you what is credible. Her being in a music video with Jay-Z, who many people have made accusations and claims that he's next, and he's been accused and suspected of committing a lot of the things that Diddy is being accused of. But before we go to the clip, I ask that you hop in the comment section, give me your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I would really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm. But I would really like your opinion. The video I'm about to show you, tell me if this looks like Allie to you. I mean, no doubt, 100%. Every day of the week, twice on Sunday, that looks like Allie Carter to me. Sure, there are a lot of humans in this world that look alike and resemble one another, but that looks a lot like Allie, man. A lot like her. And let's just entertain the thought real fast. What if that is Allie? What does that mean? Does that prove anything? Does that show her ties? Does it show that even Rihanna, because that's a Rihanna Jay-Z collaboration video, there have been a lot of claims out there that Rihanna and how she was introduced to the industry is tied to the whole trafficking thing. Allegedly. I don't know if any of these things in this video is true.
There are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. So you was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing. Yeah. And I'm sure working with Jay-Z, you've met Beyonce. That's right. How was it like meeting her?
But it just makes you want to investigate and just like learn more about, because again, a lot of people gonna say these are celebrities. Why do you care? Live your life. I agree with you. But it's very curious. It's very interesting to me if these things are true, because why and how do these people get away with this? Diddy have been suspected of doing these things for 30 years. even, you know, potentially murdering people. He's went free all this time. All of a sudden, he's arrested. All of a sudden, here comes all the accusations, all the lawsuits, all the videos on Diddy. But where is this to like Gene Deal, P. Diddy's former bodyguard, besides him, who else has been consistently speaking out? You know, it's just weird to me, man. What are y'all thoughts on this? Hop in the comment section, give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you believe Allie? Have you seen these videos? Why is her videos all of a sudden popping up? These are all the questions that I have, man. These are scary times right now.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.